It's got me vibing with my windows down. That is me bumping, man, I love that sound. And I'm just vibing with my windows down.
Cause that man's played out there.
What's up, world? We back at it again, live in full effect. It's your man Fortune, here to bless you with another Word of Wisdom Wednesday. So this week I want to start with a question or a scenario of that. Have you ever been enjoying life, just out here being lit, having fun, turning up like, yeah, doing your thing, right? Then after a while, it kind of seems like you're in a cycle, like listening to the same music with the same people at the same parties, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, then after a while, it starts to like wear on you. It starts to be heavy on you. And you start to think, there's got to be more to life than this. Have you ever felt lost without a purpose? Or not knowing what your gifts are? Or not knowing how to use the gifts you've been given? Well, in the words of the great Michael Jackson, R.I.P.,
you are not alone. I'm here with you.
in other words, I've been there. I can relate. And there's someone else that can relate? Let's take it back to the scriptures. Last week, we're in the Old Testament, in the book of Judges, chapter 6. This week, we'll take it to the New, in Luke chapter 15, the story of the prodigal son. Now, it's a familiar text. Most people know it. But let's spin it a little bit. Now, this is a story of a young man who went to his pops and was like,
Hey, yo, Pops, let me get my inheritance. Let me get the bag.
and his dad was like,
You know what? It belongs to you, so you can have it.
So the young man then goes to the city or a foreign land, and he starts turning up every night, getting lit, getting trashed, wasted, getting all sorts of trouble and all sorts of debacle. Being popular, making friends, or weekend friends, the ones that only hit you up on the weekends. We already know who they are, right? And he was just spending his money, balling out until he ran out of funds. The bag was empty. And just like that, those so-called friends, nowhere to be found. They dumped him, ditched him, and he himself ended up having to work and feed pigs just to earn a living. Now, he wasn't even making a living. He had to eat what the pigs ate just to live. Now, he goes from balling out of control, have the bag, secure the bag, to not having a dime to his name. But the beautiful part about this story is that it doesn't end there. His story doesn't end with him just being down and not a dollar or a dime to his name. Nah, the beautiful part about this story is the redemption. That's right, folks. There's always hope. As long as you breathe, you have hope. Dum spiro spero. That's Latin for as long as I breathe, I have hope. Yeah. So we find the young man feeding pigs and eating what they eat, and then he comes to his senses and he realizes,
Yo, do you know where I'm from? My dad has so much. My father has so much. You let me humble myself and go back to him. Even if he makes me a servant. Hey, at least I have something to eat and I don't have to eat here with these pigs. Ugh.
right? So he gets up and he's on his way. Now here's the true beauty of redemption and hope, is that his father saw him from afar off. He was like,
Son, is that you?
and he didn't just end there. He ran to him. He ran to his son. He was like,
Son!
Father!
and he ran and embraced his son. He put the signet ring of his royalty, gave him new clothes, a new robe, everything, got him a new fit, all that good stuff. And the best part about it was that he didn't even count anything against his son. He was like,
You know what? You're young, you're dumb. I was expecting you to come back.
see, the beauty of that is our Father, God, he's waiting for us to return. He's expecting us to return. He knows that we're foolish like children and we go off and do our own thing, but ultimately we know that we need him. He's right there, right next to you, waiting for you to return, waiting for you to come onto him, because he's there, waiting to give you that new fit, that new signet ring of royalty, because that's who you are. He's waiting to show you how to use that inheritance that he has stored up for you. That inheritance that is your gifts, that inheritance that is your purpose in life. He's there waiting for you to come to him. He'll show you the way. Truly hope you've been blessed by this. And if you have, share with others so they'll be blessed as well. This is another Word of Wisdom Wednesdays. Peace and love, y'all. See you next week.
Windows down, it's got me vibing.